In this video, we are going to be going over graphing negative linear equations. So in these following examples, we're going to determine the slope and the y-intercepts of the following equations. And once we do, let's just sketch the graph to see what it looks like. And we can also think about how these might look different compared to the positive linear equations that we were dealing with before. So let's work through this first example together. So our slope, I apologize. Actually, I just realized for this last example here, in the last section, this slope is a negative slope. So this is actually a negative linear equation, which is what we're doing here. Anyways, so our slope in this case, because x is being multiplied by a negative, there's not a coefficient or a number in front of it, our slope is going to be -1. And then 3 is going to be our y-intercept. Well, 3 isn't our y-intercept, but we're going to have the point 0, 3 as our y-intercept. And then now let's sketch the graph. X and Y. We're just gonna go out, do 3 tick marks for this one. You don't always need to do 5. You can do how many? You can do as much or as little as you want, as long as you have 2 points, at least 2 points on the graph and a line. So we're gonna plot our y-intercept, which is 0, 3, and then our slope is a -1. So in this case, because it's -1, we're going to be going down 1. And let me actually rewrite the slope as -1 over 1. So we're going to be going down 1, and then we're going to be going right by 1. So I'm going to draw it out like this. This is a point. We're going to go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, and then we can just do another point here. We're going to go left 1, or we can go up 1, left 1. And then this is what our line will look like. Now, I know that this looks pretty similar to positive linear equations. However, you have to look at the direction that this line is going at. Because this line is going in this kind of direction here, this looks a little bit different than this line, because this line is going in this direction, and this line's going in this direction. So all negative linear equations will always be going in this kind of direction. Now they might be more steep where they go like this, or they might be more flat and kind of go like this, but they're always going to going in this direction. Always. Okay. So now let's try example 2. I encourage you to pause the video and work on examples 2, 3, and 4 if you can. And let's go through it. So our slope is -1/2, and our y-intercept is going to be 0, -3. And then now let's sketch out this graph. So we have a y-intercept of 0, -3, which is here. I'm going to go up by 3, 3, 3, So I didn't make I didn't really need to make big axes, but that's okay. So our slope is going to be negative. Let me actually go make the tick marks 5 tick marks. So we're going to be going down by 1, and then we're going to be going right by 2, because you can think of this as -1 over 2, the slope. So we're going to be going down by 1, and we're going to be going right by 2. So we're going to go 1, 2. So here, and then go here, and then we're going to go up by 1 and left by 2, and then up by 1 and left by 2, and then we can draw out this line. And for this example, our slope is -3/4, and then our y-intercept, because we don't have a b value in this equation, our y-intercept is 0, 0, or the origin. So we're going to start at a y-intercept, which is here, and then we're going to be going down -3, so 1, 2, 3, and we're going to be going right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take us here. And then now let's go the other way. Let's go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go left 4, which is here. And then we can sketch this out. Looking at example 4, our slope, we have to be careful with this one. Our slope is -2 because this -2 is being multiplied by x. And then our y-intercept is going to be 0, -1. Let's sketch out this axis here. So we got x, y. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So y-intercept is here, and our slope is -2 over 1, or -2. So we're going to be going down 2 and right 1. So 1, 2, right. We're going to go up 2, 2, 2 more here, and let's graph that. Okay. And now with these final two, or with this final type of examples, we're going to be given a graph or given information about the graph, and we just have to write the graph, or write the equation of the graph. So let's first go through this one here. So I encourage you to pause the video and actually go through, try and write the equations for both these graphs on your own. And now let's go through this one together first. So we have y equals, remember, mx plus b. And our slope, we can start off at our y-intercept, which is here. And we're going to find a next obvious point, which, let's say here. We're going to see how much we're going to rise by, or I should say rise by, so we can, actually, let's look at this point here. So we're going to be going down by 1, and then we're going to be going right by 1. So rise is -1 over 1. So y equals -x, because a rise is -1 over 1. -1 divided by 1 is -1. So we have a slope of -x, or -1, so we have y equals -x, and then our y-intercept is here at -1, so our b value is going to be -1. And then looking at the other graph, we're going to have y equals whatever our slope happens to be, and our y-intercept is here. So we're going to say -6. Now let's find our slope. So we're going to have to go up. Let's see, where's the next obvious point? That'd be here. Let's look at that point. So we're going to go up 2, and then we're going to be going left 1, 2, 3. So our rise is 2, and then our run is going to be -3. So our slope is negative, and that makes sense because we're looking at negative linear equations in this section. And last but not least, I encourage you to pause the video and work through these two. And now let's work through it together. So we're going to have y equals -5/9 x. And then because our y-intercept is 0, 0, we're not going to have a b value. For this one, we're going to have y equals -5x plus